Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. We got the best club in the world, Chelsea, against the biggest club in the world, Real Madrid. We're going to be playing at the Bank of America Stadium tomorrow. And you guys know on GBFC, we've done very well on this tour. We've been to every single game. We've seen one win, one draw, and 2 defeats, but this is the biggest game of them all. And of course, we have got you exclusive stadium access the day before the game inside the Bank of America Stadium. And I wouldn't normally do this because I wanted this trip to be all about the content and the quality, but I'm gonna ask you, if you're not yet subscribed to GBFC, please do so. We're less than 800 subscribers away from the big 300,000, and tomorrow's my 30th birthday. So I've got a pipe dream that we can hit that whilst we're in the stadium, Chelsea versus Real Madrid. It would just be nice, wouldn't it? It's been an amazing trip so far. Once again, as with all of the stadiums we've been in, it looks absolutely massive. This is the home of Charlotte FC, Charlotte Football Club. And this is where they play their home games. We've got the American flag in the middle there at the top. Let's get into the stadium. A little bit of background for you guys also on Charlotte Football Club. They're currently 6th in the MLS Eastern standings behind both of the New York clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before you get inside the stadium, make sure you empty your pockets. We're going through security right now. All right, so we've made it inside the Charlotte Stadium here, the Bank of America Stadium. The rain is currently holding off. There is a potential hurricane, Category 1, that could be entering the vicinity at any given moment. But we've made it inside. Little fun behind the scenes here. These guys with the string, I believe they're currently marking out the pitch and putting the lines on with the paint, which is fantastic to know. But before we get into the Chelsea 11 against Real Madrid and talk a bit more about the fixture, there is a lot of Chelsea news that we couldn't just ignore today. Chelsea have sold Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid. Gallagher has accepted the Atletico Madrid contract. Chelsea accepted a €40 million bid for Gallagher. That's done. We can move on from it now. I gave my thoughts in the last video. On the flip side of that, Chelsea, we've also been linked with Samu Omorodion, a 20-year-old striker who hasn't actually played for Atletico Madrid before. He scored 9 La Liga goals. I think it was at Deportivo Alaves last season. But Chelsea want to spend the Gallagher money on this guy. All right, cool. 20 years old, pretty unproven. We're used to that now from Chelsea Football Club. But as well as that, apparently, we still want Victor Osimhen as well as Samu Omorodion. And I tell you what, it's my 30th birthday tomorrow, as I keep on telling everybody, because I want happy birthday messages, of course. But genuinely, apart from the fact that we're here for Chelsea versus Real Madrid, the best club in the world against the biggest club in the world, like I've already said, got a beautiful lady behind the camera who just so happens to kiss me sometimes. And as well as that, if Victor Osimhen signs for Chelsea, then bloody hell, this could be a 30th of dreams. But at the moment, it looks as though signing Omorodion might not stop Chelsea from also signing Osimhen. Because if it's just Omorodion, my concern, you guys already know this, but my concern is that we've just signed another unproven striker and we still don't have experience in the team. But Osimhen would bring that experience. But anyway, we're going to let these guys keep playing with their string. We're going to walk around the stadium, see the dugouts a little bit, and start building my Chelsea 11. We move. Little side segue as well. The reason why this carpet is here, you quite often see carpets where players walk out and stuff, but apparently Chelsea specifically asked for there to be carpet walking around all of the concourse levels that the players will be at. Real Madrid were happy to walk on the concrete. Chelsea wanted additional carpet. Fun fact for you, I'm pretty sure no one else has told you that. That is why you come to GBFC. Right, Chelsea versus Real Madrid. We have had some incredible recent history between these two sides, particularly the fact that Don Carlo, the Real Madrid manager, multiple Champions League winner, used to be the Chelsea manager, of course, winning us a double and then getting fired famously in the Goodison Park tunnel after finishing 2nd in the Premier League. Oh, how the standards have fallen. But we'll be back, don't you worry. Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Recently, we obviously lost 5-4 on aggregate after probably the best Chelsea performance that I have seen in the last 10 years at the Bernabeu. Yet still, we somehow didn't go through that day. Remember, Alonso put it in the back of the net. Timo Werner scored in the Bernabeu. It was sensational. And then, of course, in the year that we won the Champions League, 2021, Chelsea beat Real Madrid on the way to winning the tournament for the 2nd time. There is some very obvious Real Madrid players that won't be here. Bellingham is not in the USA. according to my Bellingham radar, which made that bit up, it's a load of rubbish, and Kylian Mbappe is not here. Endrick is here, Mr. Media himself. And I think tomorrow, Chelsea, we're going to have to hope that the Real Madrid starting 11 is significantly weaker, because look, from what we have seen of Chelsea so far during this pre-season, there is a lot of work to be done. I've used the phrase teething so far this pre-season because we're learning new things, we're getting things wrong, we're seeing glimpses of what could be in a positive light. And I think what we're going to get before, obviously it's a week now, nearly, until we play Manchester City in the Premier League, or just over a week until that first game. This being the final friendly, I think we're going to see something close to what Enzo Maresca is going to have as his opening Chelsea 11. I have still got reservations about whether or not we're ready against strong opposition to do this 3-2-4-1, 3-2 build-up thing. I'm not sure that the players are ready. I think there needs to be a plan B. But with that being said, I'm going to make my Chelsea 11 in what I think Maresca will choose tomorrow, and then we'll give you a 4-3-3 just to like make you all happy. But anyway, Real Madrid are the home side tomorrow, so we are going to go to the away dugout and we're going to sit right here. Oh, it's nice. It's bloody hot here, I tell you. It is absolutely cooking. Jordan Gross, Steve Smith Sr., Wesley Walls, Musin Mohammed, Julius Peppers. None of them will be playing for Chelsea tomorrow. However, I do believe that Jorgensen, Mr. Clean Sheet on his debut, is going to start tomorrow for Chelsea. I don't want to scapegoat Sanchez and say that the reason that we struggled against City was anything to do with Sanchez specifically, or I'm not going to just pick on him and say it was all his fault. It was a collective defensive calamity that we saw. But I think that there is definitely space here for Jorgensen to stake a claim against Real Madrid to be the Chelsea starter against City. I think Sanchez will be the first choice keeper for that opening day of the season in the Prem. But I want to see Jorgensen start tomorrow. Enzo Maresca has also said that we'll probably see a game where Chelsea don't have Reece James in the 11 because he's not available for the first 3 games of the season due to a suspension. So, with that being said, I am going with Gusto, Fofana and Colwill as the back 3, with Gusto being kind of that right centre-back, and then having Lavia and Caicedo as the 2 in front of him. I think it would be completely different if Marc Cucurella was available. I think we're going to see Cucurella come straight back into that Chelsea team when the season does begin. Maybe not for match number 1. It's a weird one, isn't it? When City are the first game of the season, the fact that they've got so many injuries should get us like, play them early. It's always better to play Man City early. But they just beat us 4-2 in the previous game, so that comment doesn't exist anymore. Let's move a little bit further up the field. I've got my phone here and a drinks holder. It's absolutely fantastic, this. Noni Madueke, Christopher Nkunku, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, and Raheem Sterling. I was so impressed with Sterling and Madueke in the previous game. Someone is banging over there. Didn't order you, mate. Sterling and Madueke as the wingers. I said it in the previous 6 Things We Learnt video. A lot of you guys disagreed with me that we shouldn't have Raheem Sterling starting. I think he's looked really sharp. And he is one of those players where you're looking at a team with a lack of leadership. Sterling certainly brings that. And then tomorrow, in terms of my starting striker, Marc against Real Madrid. The Barcelona boy, there's going to be added fight and impetus there from him to get one over his former Spanish rivals. He's still got a bit of Barcelona in him. We're going to wean it out, we're going to iron it out, and it's going to be gone. He's going to be a blue. He's going to remain a blue. But that is my Chelsea starting 11. It's a mixture of going into that opening game against City. This is probably what we're going to see. Yes, there's no Nicholas Jackson there. Yes, there's no Cole Palmer there. There's no Cole Palmer in the bloody United States of America. Let's take another little look now at a 4-3-3 Chelsea lineup, because I'm still not fully sold on this 3-2-4-1 to start the season. All right, so we've got another option here, the 4-3-3. Jorgensen, Gusto, Fofana, Tosin back in the side, Ben Chilwell, because I want to see Ben Chilwell. Is there any chance that he's going to remain? Is there any chance he's going to be part of Maresca's plans? We need to know. Moving in to Lavia in front of the defenders. He's been absolutely brilliant in the defensive phase so far for Chelsea. Then Caicedo in the 8 alongside Nkunku. Look, I love Enzo Fernandez, but I'm going to stick to my word here. I think at the moment, he doesn't look fit and he doesn't look ready. And I want to beat Real Madrid on my birthday. So Caicedo and Nkunku. Caicedo needs the minutes as well. And then we finish with Noni Madueke on the right wing, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall left, with Nicholas Jackson up front. the longer this summer has gone on, the more we hear about OSIMHEN, Marc has looked impressive, Omorodion might be coming in. I want to give Nicholas Jackson the credit that he deserves for a brilliant first season at Chelsea Football Club, and I think he's going to grow. I think when new strikers come in, alleviate some of that goal scoring pressure that was inevitably on him when you're a Chelsea striker. I think Nicholas Jackson is going to go on again this season. I think he's going to score more, I think he's going to get more assists, and I think he's going to show why he was such an astute Chelsea signing. We can say a lot about the way that the club's transfer business has been. My thoughts on the matter is, I think you've got to sort the now as well as buying for the future. I love that we're trying to buy the best talents in world football, I do. But we need more signings for now. If OSIMHEN comes, that is a signing for now. And we have got quality players. We've got Cole Palmer. We've got European champion Marc Cucurella to come back into the team. Changed man, by the way. You asked me a year ago, I'd have had Ben Chilwell in the starting 11 over Cucurella every day. Players develop, players grow, and with a young, impressionable squad, I'm hoping that in this stadium tomorrow against Real Madrid, they're unbelievable, Real Madrid. You just can't not feel the aura. Oh, I just said that word of the year. I don't like it, but it's true. There's an aura about them. Even the badge, look at the badge. It's just grand, isn't it? And Chelsea Football Club are hoping to end our pre-season with a win tomorrow. All right, just like that, we are outside the stadium. That was absolutely fantastic. A massive thank you to Charlotte Football Club for letting us in once again, and also thank you to you for holding the camera there.
That's okay.
Did a stellar job, as always.
My arms later.
Blimey. Anyway, before we get into other conversations that you're not here for, maybe you are, but that's just odd. It was actually so interesting being inside this stadium. The way that they speak about hosting events in a stadium of this size. Like, Beyonce performed here, and she had 89 trucks, like full-on lorries worth of equipment, outfits,
like, and a horse. She came in on a big metal structure, a horse thing.
Mad.
And then it got rained off for an hour.
Yeah, and then lightning struck, and then it got rained off, which actually might be an issue tomorrow for the game. And in the MLS, if there's something like that happens, you have to wait half an hour before you can start again. And apparently the MLS are happy, even if they have to wait till 4 in the morning to finish a match, they'll do it. It's mental. Don't think it's going to be the same for Chelsea and Real Madrid in a friendly tomorrow. I think Chelsea will be out the door and back to London before we know it.
No, they don't get their feet wet.
No, they don't.
Put their studs on.
No, let's not talk badly about them. They're going to win tomorrow. They're going to get the job done against Don Carlo's Real Madrid. Anyway, it's time to get to another coffee shop to get some more caffeine in us and get this video uploaded to you lot. All right guys, so we're gonna wrap the video up here. Not entirely sure if anything else is moving right now regarding the sign-ins of Omorodion, OSIMHEN. Pretty sure the Chelsea players are arriving into Charlotte about now at the time of me recording this video. We're gonna be there inside the stadium tomorrow for Chelsea versus Real Madrid. So make sure you're subscribed to the George Benson Football channel. We've got a 6 Things We Learnt match review, which will be out after the game, and I'll try and get the match vlog uploaded within an hour of full time. We like to keep you guys up to date with everything as quickly as we possibly can. Big day of Chelsea news today. Make sure you check out yesterday's video as well, where I talk a little bit more about the Gallagher exit. Gonna wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to Charlotte FC for letting us inside the stadium to do the preview. And let me know your thoughts. What do you want to see from a Chelsea starting 11 tomorrow? It's the final game of pre-season before we have Man City at home in the opening game in the Premier League. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.